Hello everybody, it's been a little while since I've posted anything and a few people have reached out to check whether I'm still alive, so I thought I might do a quick update video just to let you know what's been going on. I'm not dead, as you can hopefully tell, but yeah, I haven't posted anything for a while, and to be honest the reason for that are sort of a few things really. Primarily the main reason is this. This is, for those of you unfamiliar, a Warhammer 40,000 Titan. So this is a model in the range of small sort of plastic miniatures you might be aware of, but it's the largest model they do, and as you can see it's pretty huge compared to a regular little guy, and these are meant to be sort of massive war machines. Now it's a resin kit, and I've been interested in getting one of these for ages. I mean, they're quite expensive, so I'd sort of wait for a while till I could afford it, but they're interesting to me and perhaps to you because they're resin and they're cast as opposed to being mass produced in sort of plastic injection molds. These are actually hand poured in Games Workshop's studio in Nottingham, so it's quite closely related to the sort of thing that I do. You know, making molds, resin casting, all that stuff is right in my wheelhouse. So I was very interested in this for a number of reasons. Obviously it's an awesome model, but also it's using techniques that I use on a day-to-day basis, so I was very interested to see what a professionally produced kit would look like, particularly while on this scale. And it is pretty damn impressive actually. There's hundreds of pieces, and I think out of all of the pieces I dealt with here I found maybe one or two very tiny air bubbles. So the quality of the castings was really impressive. The way it all goes together is really well thought out. I mean, I'm 99% sure that it's 3D modelled, you know, designed in a computer and then 3D printed and then moulded, but I haven't really found any print lines to speak of or anything like that. So yeah, really interesting to see how this was put together, and been really fun working on it as well. It's given me an opportunity to practice a load of painting techniques which will come in handy for future projects, but because it's not something I've directly made myself, I didn't really feel it was suitable to put on the channel, and I've been working on this for like a month and a half or so, something like that, but for that reason I haven't actually had any content to post. So that's partly a reason as to why I haven't really posted anything recently. And I've got to admit as well also the channel's sort of plateaued a little bit, I think. You know, sort of number of views I get for videos, generally speaking I get about 1,000 views in the first few days, and then it sort of plateaus really, and there's nothing more after that. So I kind of feel that the channel's sort of grown perhaps as large as it might grow, which isn't a problem really. I'm trying not to lose sight of the fact that I make videos because I enjoy it, and not to get views. You know, obviously you're not going to make particularly much money doing YouTube anyway. So what I've sort of found myself moving towards is a position where I just make videos when I want to make videos, you know, when there's something I want to show and say. And so for that reason I've sort of been quite enjoying just focusing on my own projects for a while and not having a camera nearby videoing everything I'm doing. So it's been a little bit of a departure because I've been producing videos pretty regularly over the last sort of 6 or 7 years. But that's not to say I'm not going to continue doing it, it's just finding the right project. So something else I've been working on, which you may have seen on my Instagram, is this. This is a costume for the Steampunk Asylum festival that I go to every year, and this is one that I'm going to be putting a video together for, and it's actually made out of pieces of old projects which didn't quite make it. This is another 40k related piece. This is sort of based on a tech priest. You can see the little miniature here. Now I can't obviously do something this elaborate as a costume, but I definitely wanted to have elements of this in the costume that I make. So the main thing here is having a third arm which can hold the staff, which you can see here. So I've been quite enjoying putting this together, so a video is coming on this one, although I haven't quite got around to the editing just yet, but it's on the cards. And of course I've still got my original Mecha Contest entry to work on as well, which is currently sitting on the shelf here. I haven't really done too much on it since the first part of the video went up. The main new bit, as you can see, is this swirl that's going around it. Now with this one I think I've sort of come up with slightly too high a concept to actually realise, in a sense. I'm going to have a go at it, but the problem I have is that I want to have this concept of the armour dissolving into sort of digital blocks, and the thing about that is it being digital, in at least some areas you want it to be quite precise, and I'm finding it quite difficult to actually arrange the blocks in a precise way, or at least in a way that I think looks cool. I've managed it in a few areas, but I think it needs a little bit more work to get the look that I'm hoping for. So once I've finished the piece for the Asylum, I'm going to be turning my attention to this, and hopefully I can get it finished in time for the contest entry, which I think is at the end of October. So that's on the drawing board as well, so there'll be hopefully another video on that one too. So yeah, just a bit of a delay at the minute, just while I work on other things, but normal service will be resumed fairly shortly. So just a quick update to say that I've not completely disappeared, and I should be back fairly soon. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.